Hey guys, if you want to improve your English so that you sound more native and natural, we have some great tips in this video. Not only do you want to improve your accent, but actually using words that natives use, using phrases that natives use, will help you sound more like an American. It'll help you sound more like a native speaker. So in this podcast, we're going to give you a bunch of words and phrases that are commonly used by natives, and hopefully you'll use them as well, and you'll sound more like an American native speaker. I hope you enjoy the podcast. But before we get started, everyone please subscribe to the channel, click that subscribe button, and also click the bell so that you'll know when we upload future videos, and also give this video a thumbs up if you like it. And consider becoming a member of this channel. By becoming a member, you'll have access to a bunch more videos, lots more conversations that'll help you take your English to the next level. Maybe you want to become a better speaker, you're trying to improve your listening skills, or you need more exposure, a lot more content, a lot more great videos like the ones we have here. So become a member today. Okay, let's get on with this podcast. Hi, everybody. So we are going to give you guys some phrases, some expressions, words, idioms, even phrasal verbs that will help you sound more native-like. So these are phrases and words that only natives use, but you're going to start using them and you're going to sound very native and you're going to impress people with your English. So let's go. Oh, wait. Let's also, everybody, click the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Okay, so let's say hello to Leon. How are you?
Good, Ben. How's it going, man? How's everything with you?
Great. Thanks so much for joining.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Hey, everyone, what's up?
Yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. So welcome to this podcast. We're going to help you sound like a native with these great phrases that really only natives use, but you're going to start using them after you finish listening to this podcast. And so here we go. Let's start with some casual phrases that natives often say. You've heard of "I'm down." Have you guys heard of that? "I'm down." I know you've heard it. Leon, what does that mean? I'm down.
Yeah, I'm down is basically it's an expression that you're agreeing or you're willing about whatever it is that you want to do. So
Yeah.
I'm down to do anything. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like when you're saying yes to something. Do you want to go to the
hmm
movies, Leon?
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay, see, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
don't confuse this with, when somebody says, "How are you feeling today?" and somebody says, "I'm
Yes.
down." Okay, that's not the
hmm
same thing. In that instance, it means that they're feeling kind of sad when they say "I'm down." So
hmm
it's also contextual. So if somebody asks you to do something, or if it pertains to if you like something and you say "I'm down," that means you're saying yes, or you're agreeing to it, versus "How are you feeling?" If somebody says they're down, that means they're sad.
hmm
Okay.
Yeah, most likely it's I'm down is basically used for everything that you're agreeing with, and it's pretty
Mm-hmm.
cool when you say it. Like I'm down to do anything. Yeah, I'm down. Hey, what do you want to go skydiving? I'm down. Yeah, I'm down for it.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
About what you mentioned, it says about that feeling. You usually can say, "Oh, I'm feeling down." That's another way you can say that I'm not doing well. I'm feeling
Right.
down. Yeah.
No big deal. How about that? You guys heard that? No big deal.
hmm hmm
So when would we use no big deal?
No big deal. It's like, hey, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. No big deal. Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it,
hmm
right?
Yeah. Or another way, instead of saying no big deal, you just say no biggie. Yeah.
Yeah, no biggie. Yeah. Exactly.
hmm
Yes, that's right. You could say that as well. So no big deal,
hmm
no biggie.
hmm
Biggie being, a variation of the word big. But basically,
hmm
you're saying it's okay, it's cool, don't worry about it, it's not a
hmm
problem. That's basically what you're saying.
hmm And some of the
All right.
things that we're saying here is very the popular that a lot of natives use. I mean, it's very popular, outspoken to everyone out there in the U.S. So this is not like it's commonly used, yes, but it's very popular too. You hear it all the time.
So if I were to say to you, like, "Oh, thank you so much for helping me move this weekend. You were a great help," and you might say,
You bet.
"Yeah,
Yeah.
no, 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 you're supposed to say it was no big deal."
Oh yeah, no big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another way you can say no. You bet, or no biggie. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's no big, like it's not a problem. I'm happy to do it. But now you
Yes.
said you mentioned you bet. So that's the next expression, you bet, which is a way of saying, sure, of course, yes, right?
Yes, correct. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so now if I say to you, will you help me move this weekend? I really need some help. And you're going to say,
You bet. Yeah.
yeah, like, sure. What you're
hmm
basically saying is, yes, for sure. No worries. Yeah, I'm happy
hmm
to. Kind of, that's how you
hmm
say it. That's what it
Yeah.
means, you bet.
Or I tend to use the other one informal way too, is you betcha. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can say that. You
You
betcha. Yeah,
betcha. Yeah.
yeah.
hmm
Okay, give us another one, Leon.
What about like a piece of cake? That's a piece of cake. Yeah. Something that's very
Yes,
easy to
yes.
say, something very easy, like a
Yeah.
walk in the park. You can do that anytime. It's easy as ABC,
Something
as
that's
one, two,
easy to
three.
do. Something that's
Yeah.
easy to do is, we call it, it's a piece of cake.
hmm Yeah. It's not like, oh, give me a piece of cake.
Right.
No.
No, that's not what it means. It means
hmm
easy. Yeah.
hmm
Um, how about I'll pass. I'll pass. This has to do with if somebody says, "Do you want to go skydiving with me?" and you're like, "I hate skydiving. I hate skydiving. I'll pass." Right?
Yes. Yeah.
That means,
Or yes. Uh-huh.
what
It
does it
means
mean?
basically declining an offer or declining something, or you just say, yeah, I'm not interested, but thanks anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, you're saying no. You're saying no to something that
hmm
you're being asked.
Yeah. hmm Yeah. I mean, I'll pass is like, hey, let's go grab some, you know, exotic food. No, I'll pass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like no, no, thank you. That's
Yeah.
kind of what it
hmm
means. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll
Thanks,
pass.
but no thanks. Yeah.
PASS. I'll pass.
hmm
Okay. Oh, here's one that I notice a lot of English learners don't understand when I say this to them. I'll say, "What's up? What's up? What's up?
hmm
What's up?" That means, "How are you doing?" It means what's going on. But when I say this to people, a lot of times they don't know what that means. But it just means, "How are you?" Really, right?
Yeah, exactly. Or hello. Yeah.
Yes, it's very casual, very casual.
hmm Yeah, I remember having one student, he was Japanese, and I was hosting an event, and he was very new. He was like probably only 3 months arrival in LA, and I was like automatically, I was like, "What's up?" And he was like, "Up," and he started looking up, and I was like, "No, no, no, that's not what I meant." I knew right away that I guess he never learned the phrase or he didn't know what about it. And I said, "No,
Mm-hmm.
that means hello, or also means how are you?" And he was like,
Yes.
"Oh, okay, so." Yeah, but it's not something like, oh, what's up there? What's going on? What's up? No, it just
Yeah.
means hello, how are you? Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. Okay.
Now
Give us the
some
next one. Oh,
now
okay. Go ahead.
sometimes I was gonna say that what's up can also mean like you're about to get in a fight, right? So if a person
Oh,
say, what's
yes.
up? What's up? It's like, okay,
Yeah.
these two people are about to fight. So they're not saying how's it going to any of them, right? They're not saying hello to any of them. It's like, what's up?
Yeah.
Let's get it on, right? So you got to be careful how you use that. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's only if it's accompanied by like aggressive body language. You
Yes,
know what I mean? And you look
correct.
angry. You're like, "What's up? What's up with you?"
Yeah.
Like that. You know?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
But that's if you say it in an angry way. If your body language is angry, your eyes are like really,
Yeah.
angry looking, and you say, "What's up?" and you have that tone. You
Aggressive.
know what I mean? Yes.
Yes,
Yes, you're
exactly.
right.
The
That's a
tone.
very good point. That's a good way.
Yeah.
That's a good way of distinguishing the two ways of saying it. It could just
hmm
be a casual, very nice kind of way to say hello, what's up? Or it can be,
hmm
what's up? What's up? What's
Yeah.
up with you?
Uh-huh.
Like that's kind of angry sounding. So that's yes. Yeah.
Yeah, like if you're walking the street, a stranger says to you with a tone, "What's up?" It's
Yeah.
like, "Oh shoot, this dude doesn't look, very. He's not telling me hello." It's
Yes,
like you
that's
have
right.
that tone, so you got to
Yeah,
say, "Be careful." Yeah,
that's
because
right. Yeah.
sometimes people will just say "sup," instead of saying "What's up?" Sup. Yeah.
Yes, that's true. SUP. SUP. If you want to
Yeah.
really shorten it, sup. Yeah.
hmm Yeah.
And look, hey, if somebody says what's up to you and you misunderstood it, you might say, oh, you didn't mean it. You're thinking, oh, you didn't mean it aggressively. You meant it in a friendly way. So you might say, oh, my bad. Like you misunderstood something. You'll say, oh, I'm sorry,
Yes.
sorry, my bad, which
hmm
means, oh, I'm apologizing, or it's my fault,
hmm
or I misunderstood you. So you might say, oh, my bad.
hmm Instead of saying "I'm sorry," you just say "my bad." Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes you could follow up by, oh, my bad. Sorry, my bad. You might say
Yes.
it like that
hmm
too. But
hmm
basically, my bad is just basically to saying, excuse me, is just basically saying to somebody, I was wrong, and
Hmm.
sorry about that. That's kind of what it means. My bad.
Yeah, yeah. But mostly it's not like saying like you can fill it up afterwards, like my bad habit or my bad car or something. No, it's not like that. It's just basically if you just say my bad, just another way to say I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I want to also explain further about this. So you're thinking it means I'm sorry. So if you bump into somebody, I don't know that it's the best thing to say, oh, my bad. That's not quite
Mm.
right. If somebody tells you
Hmm.
their dog died, you're not going to say my
Hmm.
bad. You're going to just
Yeah.
say I'm sorry. So you have to be
Yes.
careful that you use it correctly. My bad is
Hmm.
more sort of like you felt like you, not them, you did something wrong or you misinterpreted, you
Yes.
misunderstood something. That's where the
Hmm.
my bad comes in.
Hmm. And see, that's where a lot of English learners fall into, because when they memorize something and understand, they think they can use my bad for almost everything. And
Yeah.
it's like what you just said, my dog died. Oh, my bad. No, that's not
No,
what it means,
that's
right?
not what I mean.
You
Yeah,
can't use it. That's why you really have to understand the content of it and how to use it appropriately. Yeah.
that's right. That's right. Let's get on to some slang, starting with bail. Bail, B-A-I-L, bail. So if you have to leave abruptly, you gotta go. Let's say you're at a party and you're like, I'm gonna bail. When you say that, it means okay, I'm leaving. I'm leaving now. I'm leaving. I'm just gonna get out of here. I'm gonna bail. That's people say that,
Hmm.
don't they?
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. It's
Yeah.
not like bail bonds or bail money that I'm going to jail and I need some bail money. No,
Yeah.
it doesn't mean that. It means I'm basically leaving. I gotta
You're
bail.
gonna leave.
See y'all later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I have to bail. I'm late. Right. So you
yeah.
gotta like hurry up and leave.
Hmm. I'm bailing at a nice party. I'll see y'all
Yeah.
later.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Hmm.
All right, what's the next one?
Chill.
Yep.
Chill is basically just means to relax, calm down. Hey, I'm gonna chill. Like if you're on the in front of the beach, friend calls you up. Hey, what are you doing? I'm just chilling here on the beach, with my vodka tonic and,
Yes.
and a nice, environment.
Relax. Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Now, some people like us, we're from LA, we tend to say chillax, right? Hey, just
Mm-hmm.
chillax, man, or chillaxing. I'm chillaxing on the beach. It just means
Yes, yes, yes.
basically chilling and relaxing combined. So you got the chillax. Yeah.
Yeah. You're merging the word chill and relax. You're taking the word
Hmm.
chill and you're taking the last two letters of relax, the AX, and you're just turning it into chillax.
Hmm. Hey, chillax, dude.
Yeah, like chill out.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Exactly.
What about how about this? If you want to chill, let's hang out. Let's hang out, which means let's spend
Hmm.
time together. Let's hang out. I think this one you guys have probably heard. It's very, very common. Let's hang out. Let's do
Hmm.
something. Let's spend time together.
Yeah, it's very common with us Americans. I mean, we just like say, hey, you want to hang out after, work, or you want to hang out, have some lunch? Yeah.
Yep. And the opposite of that, how about cram? Cram is when you're really not relaxing. Cram is when, let's say, you're studying for a test, but you're studying very intensely. Like there's not a whole lot of time. So the night before the test,
Hmm.
you might say, I'm cramming for this exam. Cram, right? To study
Hmm.
intensely.
Hmm. Yeah. Got to cram because I got a test that I got to complete tomorrow. So I got to do my best. I'm gonna cram
Yes.
for this test. Yeah.
And using that word also implies there is a shortage of time, like not only intense, but in the situation where there's just not a lot of time. And that's why you have to be very intense. That's when you would use the word cram.
Yeah. Now, cram, make sure that you don't confuse that with the P at the end, which is cramp. Cramp and
Right.
cram. So cramp, I got a cramp on my leg or something. You don't want to confuse that. Cram is without the P. It's just an M at the end.
Yep. CRAM.
Mm-hmm.
How about cringe? Cringe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Something that's awkward or embarrassing, you might say, oh, cringe. Like when somebody does something really weird, really embarrassing, really strange, really awkward, you're
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, cringe, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like somebody said something really bad, and then you tell your friend, "Oh wow, look at him cringe. Look at
Yeah,
him cringe."
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, yes. He's cringing. It could be
Mm-hmm.
a verb as well, or it could be an
Mm-hmm.
adjective. It's really
Mm-hmm.
cringy. It's really cringy. You can say that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or just as a comment about something that was said. Oh, cringe. When you say that,
Mm-hmm.
it was very cringe, which means, oh, that
Mm-hmm.
was weird. That was really
Mm-hmm.
awkward. That was very embarrassing.
Mm-hmm. Or even a message. If somebody messages you something and you just type the word cringe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Because it was so
Mm-hmm.
weird. Like it was so
Yeah.
weird what they said.
Mm-hmm.
Let's okay, so let's say we're gonna go on a road trip and or just to go out somewhere, and I'll say to you, Leon, let's hit the road. Let's hit the road. What does that mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hit the road is like to leave. You're gonna start a journey. Let's hit the
Hmm.
road, or basically you just gotta go. I gotta leave. Yeah,
Yep.
hit the road.
Let's hit the
Yeah,
road. Well, we gotta hit the
yeah,
road. We gotta hit the
yeah,
road. It means you gotta leave. You gotta
yeah.
go.
I gotta go pick up the kids. I gotta hit the road. I'll see y'all later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Or you might say somebody, let's hit the road. Come on, let's go.
yeah.
Let's hit the
Or
road.
you can also say hit the road. It's like the Dodgers, the LA Dodgers against the New York
Oh
Yankees
yeah.
are playing in
Yes.
the World Series now. We're up 2-0. We'll just say, hit the road, Jack.
Uh-huh.
We're winning. Yeah.
Yes, you can say that.
Hmm.
Sick. Now you guys know sick as you're not feeling well, but there's another way to use sick, isn't there, Leon?
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of like a cool, awesomeness, right? Like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's sick. Some I guess some English learners think like what you just mentioned, sick is there's an illness, and if you say that's sick, oh, what's wrong? What's wrong with it? What's going on? Or even let's say going back to say that's bad, that's a
Yeah.
badass, or that's bad. It's like, why? What's wrong with it? So sick it just means that it's really awesome. That's sick. You
Yeah.
got a
It
sick
means sort
car.
of sort of
Yeah.
the opposite of what you thought it
Hmm.
meant. Sick, that's
Yeah.
a sick car. Yeah. That's a sick
Hmm.
house. Yeah.
Yes. Uh-huh. Oh, your shoes are sick. Yeah.
Yep.
Hmm.
Means you really like something. Now what about
Yeah.
bummer? Bummer.
Mm. Hmm.
We say that
Bummer is
when
some. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
we say that when we're talking about something that is not that good, something bad that happened. Oh, bummer.
Hmm.
Let's say somebody says, I'm not going to be able to join you guys for dinner. I have so much work to do still here. And you say, oh, bummer, right?
Hmm. Yeah, that's very common for us natives to use that bummer. Yeah.
Bummer, like too bad.
Hmm.
You're expressing disappointment. You
Hmm.
are you are a little bit you're disappointed. You're sad that something can't happen or isn't what you thought it was going to be. Oh, bummer, you can't join us. Oh, bummer.
Hmm.
I really wanted to go to the concert, but the tickets are sold out.
Hmm. Yeah. I use that pretty often. Uh,
Mm-hmm. It's common.
yeah. Yeah.
Bummer, guys. Bummer.
Hmm.
Bummer.
Hmm.
Let's talk about some filler words. Okay, I know you guys know this word, like. Like. I know you guys are probably using it already, but yeah, oftentimes Americans will use these filler words. Well, filler words being like, there I go, words that don't
Hmm.
mean anything. It's just like people put them into sentences, sometimes subconsciously, really. You're not even really thinking about it. You're just putting it in as sort of the bridge to fill the silence, so to speak, to fill the silence.
Hmm.
So you'll say, I'm really like tired of this. So, so you might say, like to fill in when there might have instead been a second of silence. We do this a lot, don't we?
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's like what you said. It's like this, or it's like that. Yeah. I mean, it's very common with
It's
Americans.
very
Yeah.
common.
I I think it's most likely used with the West Coast than it is in the East Coast. What do you think about that?
Oh, yeah, that's possible. Yes, I think we
Yeah.
probably use it more in the West Coast.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's certainly a way of speaking where if you use it a little bit, you'll sound native like. If you use it a lot, you'll sound annoying. And
Hmm.
I've
Hmm.
heard that before as well. Even
Hmm.
natives who use like too much, it's just annoying. You don't want to use it
Yeah.
too much. Once in a
Hmm.
while, it makes you sound native, but if you use it too much, it's annoying.
Hmm. And I think like is more like for valley type, the valley girl, the stereotype, or even the surfer dude,
True.
so
Yes. That's how it, I
yeah.
think, originated. Yes.
Hmm.
But it's pretty much Americans use like all the time nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Kinda. the word kinda or the word sorta, which is an informal way of saying kind of and sort of. So
Mm-hmm.
kinda and sorta is sorta. Kind of, it means kind of or sort of. So you might
Mm-hmm.
say, I'm kind of hungry, which means you might be hungry. It means you might be a little bit hungry. I'm kind of hungry. How would you explain kinda and sorta?
Kinda is something like it's similar in that kind of way or in that way. Same thing
Kinda
like
means
sorta.
similar.
Kind
Yes.
of like
Uh-huh.
yeah, it's kind of like sort of like you're kind of understanding it's similar to that way, but it's not really 100%. It's somewhat similar. Yeah, sorta.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It
Mm-hmm.
also can indicate a degree of something, how much of something. Like I kind of like that, which means you like it a
Mm-hmm.
little, but maybe you're not really sure. I kind of like that, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, hey, you wanna? What did you think about that? Like McDonald's, right? Do you think that that had to be one of the best burger in the world? Sorta, because
Sort
it's
of.
not really natural, right?
Yeah. Sort like you liked it a little bit. It was sort of good. It was a little
Yeah.
to you. It was
Hmm.
a little bit good. That's what you're kind of
Yeah.
saying.
Hmm.
Or you might say, I kind of like her. I kind of
Hmm.
like her. I kind of don't like her,
Hmm.
which means
Yeah.
which it indicates you're not really sure. Like maybe you like
Hmm.
this person, maybe you don't.
Hmm.
I sort of like him. I sort of like her. So you might say
Hmm.
it like that to indicate a little bit of feelings of like you like this person, but you're not really sure. Or maybe you just
Hmm.
like them a little bit. Then you would say, I kind of like that person. I sort of like
Hmm.
them.
Hmm.
How about that? Do you say that? It was a good movie,
Yeah.
it doesn't really mean anything, does it, when we say
Hmm. No.
or
Yeah.
yeah. It's
Yeah, and
almost
a
like
lot of people.
confirming. It's almost like
Yeah.
confirming.
Hmm. Yeah. Oh my gosh, when you watch television, especially like athletes or even people who are interviewed or going through an interview, like a celebrity interview or athletes or anyone, right? They're always saying, it's a perfect fillers. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You know
Yes.
what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah.
Sort of like checking to see if that person understood you.
Hmm.
It was a really nice it was really nice to go on vacation, like,
Hmm. Hmm.
do you understand what I'm saying? Sometimes it really doesn't mean anything. Other times it's sort of a way of saying, did you understand what I just told you?
Hmm.
How about totally? Totally. I totally agree.
Hmm.
So sometimes totally doesn't mean anything either, but then sometimes it's used to emphasize something like, I totally agree, which might mean I completely agree or I agree 100%. Sometimes people might respond with just totally. Like if I say to you, Leon, that movie was such a waste of time. I hated it. You might say totally, which means you
Hmm.
agree, right?
Hmm. Yes. And I think totally is a California thing.
I
It's
think so.
strictly
Yeah.
specifically for California. When you say totally, automatically people say, "Oh, you're from the California. Oh, you're from the West Coast." Not even the West Coast. They'll just say you're from California. Yeah.
Yes, because people will say totally to indicate that they agree with something like,
Yeah.
that was delicious. And you might say, oh, totally, right?
Yeah. And probably even let's make it even specific. It's probably going to say you're from Hollywood or Southern California. Totally, right? Because that's how
Okay.
surfers usually totally is used. Like
True.
again, going
Yes.
back to the stereotype, valley girls or even surfers. Yeah, totally, totally,
Yes.
dude. Yeah,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
you make that intonation. Totally, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally is sort of similar to the way we use totally as well. Literally.
Hmm.
Sometimes it doesn't mean anything too. Like when somebody says, "I literally so laughed so hard I cried." You don't need to
Hmm.
use the word. You know what it is? I sometimes people use literally the way some people use the word actually, where it doesn't really mean anything and it doesn't really make
Hmm.
sense. You know?
Hmm. Hmm. And some
I
people would just say literally, and that's it. They won't say anything else. They'll just say literally. Yeah.
yeah. I literally. I don't know. Let me think. I literally stopped talking when I when he reported the news. Like my jaws literally dropped to the floor when he told me
Yeah.
what happened. You're so
Yeah.
surprised. So it's hard to describe, what literally means. It's just that some people say it to emphasize, like, to confirm I actually did that, or it really happened, or I almost to express I can't believe something. Like, I literally did that. Like, I can't believe it. I was surprised, right? Maybe that's sort of what it means.
Or like, I literally thought that car was gonna hit the tree.
Oh, there
Or you
you
can
go.
say,
Yeah.
I literally thought my Raiders was gonna beat, the 49ers, right?
Yeah.
Or I literally
Yeah.
thought my Raiders was gonna beat the LA Rams or something. Or even the Dodgers, or even New York and say, I thought the Yankees was literally gonna beat the Dodgers because they have better players or better, overall. But hey, guess what? The Dodgers won.
Yeah. There's definitely this sense of disbelief and surprise when you say literally.
Yeah. Mhm.
All right, let's get on to a few phrasal verbs here. Run into. What does that mean? It means you just okay, let's explain it like this. I just ran into an old friend. What that means is you just met somebody by chance. I think the key thing here is by chance. Something you didn't expect. You didn't expect to see this person. I just ran into, John, right? So to run into doesn't mean you actually hit somebody. It doesn't
Yeah.
mean right? It just means you unexpectedly saw somebody, met somebody, whatever, right? I ran into
hmm
this person at the store, at the mall, whatever.
hmm hmm Or you can say like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe it! I ran into my ex-girlfriend or my ex-wife," right? Or, "Oh my gosh, I ran into Ron, who I haven't seen in ages since high school," right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Get along with. This is common. Get along with. Get along with. That means you have a good relationship with somebody. Like, I get along with my coworkers quite well. I get along with people in my apartment building or something like that.
hmm Yeah, get along, move, what they say, move along, get along, right? So, I mean, get along is not many English learners understand what get along means. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, get along is like I get along with my cousins, for example,
Yeah.
Um, I get along with my coworkers, like you mentioned, right? Or my boss, I get along with my boss. So I
Yep.
see myself, working for this company because I get along with my boss.
Yep. Figure out. Figure out. I need to figure out this problem, which means what?
Yeah, it basically means like solving a problem, like figure out. I'm gonna figure out this problem that I'm going through, or I'm going through a problem right now and I need to figure it out.
Like,
Or
to understand
financially,
something.
yes, or I'm having difficulty financially and I need to figure out my finances.
Yes, to solve a problem or
Mm-hmm,
to somehow understand something.
mm-hmm.
I need
Yeah,
to figure this out. It's really
yes.
bothering me. I need to figure out. You can talk about it in terms of a relationship. I need to figure out what we're doing
Mm-hmm,
here because we're fighting too much or something like
mm-hmm.
that, right?
Yeah. Most commonly is let me figure it out. What
Yeah,
do you
let me
think of
figure it
this?
out.
So let me figure it out. Yeah.
Yes, yes. We also say hold on a lot, which means it's you just tell somebody just to wait, right? So hold on.
Mm-hmm,
We say it like on the phone. We say hold on. We might say it to somebody, like hold on, I'll be right there, right? Like,
mm-hmm,
you're
mm-hmm,
almost there.
mm-hmm,
You might tell somebody to hold on because you feel like they are being impatient or they're rushing you,
mm-hmm,
and you might say hold on,
mm-hmm,
hold on.
mm-hmm. Or you're thinking of something what to say intelligently, and you say, hold on a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, hold on a bit. Yes,
Mhm.
this is
Doesn't mean
different.
like, hold on, something is crashing. Hold on.
Yes, but this is
I guess.
different from
Yeah.
physically holding an
Yeah.
object. We're not talking about physically. You can say that to mean physically holding an object, like I'm
Mm-hmm,
holding this. I'm holding this glass. Hold on to this.
mm-hmm.
Hold on to this. Keep this for
Yeah.
me. But what
Right.
we're using it in a different way. We're saying hold on as to mean wait a second. Wait. Be patient.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
How about bring up? Bring up. Bring up.
mm-hmm,
Bring up something. I don't want to bring this up again, but you broke like you broke I don't know, you broke my car, or you crashed, you keep crashing my car. I don't mean to bring it up, to
Mm-hmm.
mention something. That's what it means. To bring up something is to mention
Mm-hmm.
something.
Yeah. Like, why you keep bringing up about my ex? I want to forget my ex. Why you keep bringing it up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, there you go. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Is to talk about something that happened already, to mention something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about now cultural references and just some common sayings, like that's a no-brainer. I like that one. That's a no-brainer. So when you say something is a no-brainer, you're basically saying that it's easy to decide or figure it out. So if you're saying I'd rather go to the beach than go to work, I mean that's a no-brainer, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love this too. I love this phrase. I love saying this. It's a no-brainer. I mean, every time when I teach or anything I have to say, it's really a no-brainer. It's like common sense. Yeah.
Yeah, it means you don't really even have to think hard about it. Like the decision,
Mm-hmm.
it's very
Mm-hmm.
easy. It's a
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
no brainer. No brainer. I want to buy I want the sale price rather than the regular price. That's a no brainer.
Yeah. Yeah. Or,
Hmm.
having classes, 5 classes is better than four. Four is better than three. Three is better than two. It's a no-brainer. Yeah.
Yeah,
The more classes you have, the better you get, the better you improve. Yeah, it's a
yeah.
no-brainer.
So when you're when you're comparing something, I suppose, and you're
Mm-hmm.
able to easily say it's A over B, that's a no brainer. That's when you use it
Mm-hmm.
as a no brainer.
Mm-hmm.
In the ballpark, I say a lot because sometimes you'll ask somebody something like, well, how much does it cost? And they're like, I really don't know. It just depends. And you'll be like, just give me a ballpark. Or when you use the word ballpark, you just sort of mean give me an estimate, give me a guess, but not just like a random guess, but a guess that is sort of an intelligent guess, a guess that could be a maybe, not like way out there, not like some crazy number. So you'll say ballpark figure, or give me a
Yes.
ballpark, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, ballpark figure is very common. Like, hey, what is the position for this? Give me what's the salary range? Give me a ballpark figure. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So
Mm-hmm.
give me a ballpark for like a salary, right? So they might be telling you it's let's say it's between 75,000 to 100,000 a year,
Mm-hmm.
versus if you just say if it was some random number, they'll be like it's 5 million. Well, you don't want that kind of number. That doesn't make sense. Give me something that's
Yeah.
realistic. So that's where
Yeah.
the word ballpark comes in. Ballpark.
Mm-hmm.
Now, ballpark means a place where you play ball, like a place where you play maybe baseball. That's not what we're talking about. This just means give me a rough idea, a rough estimate. Is when we
Mm-hmm.
say ballpark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when you say, am I in the ballpark? Am I in the
Yeah,
ballpark figure? Am I
yeah,
estimate correct? Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so if somebody asks you, guess how much I paid for this car, and you're like, I don't know, 20,000, and you're like, no, you're not even in the ballpark. Come on,
Yeah.
that
Mm-hmm.
means you're not even close. And then you might
Mm-hmm.
say, okay, did you pay 50,000? Am I in the ballpark here? When you say
Mm-hmm.
ballpark like that, you're just sort of saying, am I close? Am I sort of
Mm-hmm.
near
Within.
what the actual amount is? Am I in the
Mm-hmm.
ballpark, which means am I
Mm-hmm.
close?
Mm-hmm. Am I within the range?
Within the
Yeah.
range, yes. This is a very common expression. Ballpark, in the ballpark.
Mm-hmm.
Hit the ground running. This is a good one. Go ahead, Leon, tell us. Hit the ground running.
Hit the ground running is something that kind of proceeds quickly, like enthusiasm, like hit the ground running. I don't know what is your example for that? Hit the
Well,
ground running.
for me, it indicates preparedness. Are you prepared? So, in other words, if you get hired for a job, on day one, if somebody says you need to hit the ground running, that means on day one, you need to do your job well and you need to know what you're doing, as opposed to on day one, you're just training, you don't know what you're doing, you're confused. No, when we say you need to hit the ground running, we mean let's go. You know what I mean? There's no
Mm,
slow build up. It's not like you're going slow. It's like right on the first day, you're hitting the ground running, which means you're going to be ready to go full speed ahead, right?
mm-hmm,
You're
mm-hmm.
prepared.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, hey, I gotta go travel right away. Let's go hit the ground running because we gotta a deadline to meet too. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. How about
Mhm.
burn the midnight oil? Burn the midnight oil. Well, we say that to indicate that you're going to be working late. You're going to be working late tonight
Mhm.
or whatever. Burning the
Mhm.
midnight oil. Yeah, I got so much work that's due tomorrow morning. So yeah, I'll be burning the midnight oil.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah.
How about go the extra mile? This is a good one. It's very sort of service oriented because somebody might say, yeah, that person really or that company really went the extra mile, which means they did really more than what was expected. They exceeded your expectations. They did more than they had to. They really did an amazing job because they did more than you thought they would do. It really surprised you. It was a very pleasant surprise to go the extra mile.
Mhm. Yeah, a lot of bosses will say that too. Like, hey, if, in order for me to promote you, you gotta go that extra mile in order for me to give
Yes.
you that promotion. Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically about doing more than what is
Hmm.
expected, doing more
Hmm.
than what somebody expected that you would be doing to go
Hmm.
the extra mile. How about some abbreviations here? Some just shortened phrases like ASAP. Do you guys know this? ASAP. Sometimes we say ASAP, sometimes we say ASAP. ASAP. But what it means is, Leon, what does it mean?
As soon as possible. Yeah.
That's right.
I
That's
need
right.
I need to get this project ASAP. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, ASAP or ASAP. A for as, S for soon, A for as
Hmm.
again, and P for possible. So that's what it stands for. ASAP stands for as soon as possible. We'll say as soon as possible. We might say ASAP. We might say ASAP. Very, very common.
Hmm.
Sometimes we say FYI, right? FYI. What does
Yeah.
that mean?
Hmm. For your information. Yeah.
Yeah,
This is very common, especially in the business world industry. Yeah.
sure. Yeah,
FYI. Da 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 da. Yeah.
yeah. We might say, and also let's create the context here because people might not know how to use it. So, for example, we might
Hmm.
say, all right, so uh, let's say you're going to deliver something to somebody's house. Okay, go drop this
Hmm.
off, please. Oh, and FYI, there's a dog, so be careful. So we might
Yeah.
say it like that, right?
Yeah. Or you can say FYI, I'll be late for 10 minutes. Yeah.
Yes, that you could say that. Yes.
Hmm.
Um, you could say in almost like a cautionary way, like my example with the dog.
Hmm.
You can also say, okay, so go. Can you go? Okay, how about this? Can you go to McDonald's and get me lunch? Oh, and
Hmm.
FYI, it's going to be super crowded, so just you know,
Hmm.
set aside extra time. You might say
Hmm.
FYI like that. You might use
Hmm.
it like that.
Yeah, FYI, we'll have a meeting this afternoon, and our
Yes.
president is going to be joining. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and FYI, the president will be joining. Sort of like when you want to sort of add some extra information that
Hmm.
you think might be important, like what you just said. Oh, we're gonna have a meeting today. Oh, and FYI, the president
Hmm.
is gonna be there. So
Yeah.
don't be an idiot or something
Yeah.
like that.
Be prepared. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what FYI is used for when you want to add some information to what you're saying, additional information.
Hmm.
We say gonna a lot, don't we?
Yeah.
Gonna,
Hmm.
gonna. It's short for going to. We say gonna a lot as opposed to going to. I'm gonna see. I said, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna kill you if you don't stop doing that. Or you know what I mean? Instead of saying
Yeah.
I'm going to go now, it
Hmm.
just seems too long or too.
Yeah.
We don't say in casual everyday conversation. We'll say gonna versus going to.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. I'm going to hit the gym.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
hit the gym. Yes, I'm gonna hit the
Hmm.
sack, which means I'm going to
Hmm.
sleep, or I'm gonna
Yeah.
sleep. I'm gonna sleep now.
Hmm.
Um, wanna is just like going to, which
Hmm.
is the shortened version of want to. So wanna,
Hmm.
WANNA, wanna,
Hmm.
WANNA, short for want to. Do you wanna hang out? Do you wanna have dinner? Right?
Hmm. Yeah. You want to go to the beach? Yeah. Want to
Yeah.
watch a movie? Yeah.
Very common. We don't say want to so much in everyday conversation. We say wanna, wanna.
Hmm. Or wannabe too. Just add the be
Oh yeah,
after the end. Wannabe.
wanna
Yeah, look
and
at
then
that
the word
wannabe.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
YOLO, YOLO, which stands for you only live once. We
Hmm.
say we don't really say YOLO. We say YOLO, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
What does it
Yeah.
mean? What does it mean?
This means like you want to take a risk, you justify taking a risk. YOLO, you only live once. Go
Yeah,
do what you need to do.
yeah. Go
Uh,
do it. Go.
Take a
Don't be
gamble.
afraid.
Yeah. Hmm.
Let's go
Yeah.
skydiving, and you're like, no, and then you're like, come on, YOLO.
Yeah.
You only live once,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
might really only live once. No, if you're going skydiving, but yeah,
Well, we
that's what
do,
we would
right? We
say.
only live once on this earth, right? So yeah,
Yes.
make the best of it. Yeah.
Yeah, don't be afraid. Take a chance. Take a
Hmm.
risk. It'll
Yeah.
be worth it.
Hmm.
It's almost like saying to somebody, it'll be worth it when you say YOLO.
Hmm. Hmm.
How about FOMO?
Hmm.
Fear of missing out. FOMO, which
Hmm.
describes maybe having anxiety over not participating in something, not doing something. Like you might have FOMO when you see your friends all going to a concert and you're not going, right? Or you
Hmm.
see their social
Hmm.
media posts and you're like, oh,
Hmm.
FOMO. You have FOMO.
Hmm. There's a speed dating, don't be
Hmm.
a FOMO.
Yeah, just basically fear of not participating in something. I feel like
Hmm.
this word came out of the social media generation.
Mm, yeah.
Okay,
One thing I also want to add, like an
yeah,
additional thing,
sure.
that, the acronym, which is the KISS, everyone knows what KISS is, right? You
Hmm.
kiss someone on the cheek or someone saying goodbye or hello. But KISS, if you want to look at it as an acronym, KISS means keep it simple, stupid. Or if you don't like
Yeah.
the word stupid, you can say silly. Keep it
Okay.
simple, silly. But I like the stupid because it really like wakens you up. So
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
it simple, stupid. Yeah.
There you go. Yep, that's another one.
Yeah. Keep everything simple. Yeah.
And let's close with just a few regional phrases that you might hear in certain parts of the country
Hmm.
and words. So, for example, you will hear in the South, in the southern United States,
Hmm.
people would say y'all instead of you all. Okay, we would say, as we're from the West Coast, we'll say you all should come with us. You all should come with us. Whereas in
Hmm.
the South, they'll say y'all instead of okay. Let's do it again so you understand. Instead of you all, they'll say y'all. So what they're doing is they're contracting the word you and all. They're shortening it. So it becomes Y apostrophe ALL as opposed to spelling the whole word out, you and all. So let's do some examples. Y'all coming with us, which means are you all coming with us, right?
Hmm.
Do you like y'all?
I use it. I
Yeah,
do like it.
yeah,
Y'all, hey y'all, how's
uh,
everyone doing? Hey y'all, how's
yeah.
everyone?
It's a
Y'all.
very southern thing.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I tend to use it often. The reason why I tend to use it, but before that, we West Coast, or especially, I'd say pretty much all around US, we tend to say you guys, right?
Yes,
Hey,
that's
you
true.
guys, instead of y'all, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or you all. But even though they are female, we still say you guys or
Yes,
guys,
that's
right?
true. Yeah, that's right.
But I was working at a bank at one time in downtown LA, and we had a person from Texas, and they say, you guys always use you guys, and da da da. Da. It's not good. It's not appropriate, because there are females there, and they told us that we should be using you all. Hey, you all,
Oh,
because she's from Texas,
oh,
so they
interesting.
didn't want us to use you guys, and
Oh,
because they feel
okay.
like women are kind of left out. So they
Yeah.
had us trying to get used to you all.
Uh-huh.
And I guess I took that and I kind of stuck with me, and I've been using y'all or you all. But yeah, we tend to use you guys more often. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. So, yeah, y'all is really very common in the southern part of the U.S. Y'all,
Yeah.
y'all
Hmm.
crazy. You know what's
Yeah.
interesting is it can also stand in for the verb as well. So you are all crazy, or you can say
Hmm.
y'all crazy, y'all crazy.
Yeah. Or you can say y'all cray cray.
Yeah,
Cray cray means crazy.
yeah,
Y'all crazy, cray cray.
cray.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cray.
cray. Short for
Yeah.
crazy. Yes,
Hmm.
cray. CRAY.
Yeah. And
Bless,
and when
huh?
you say and when you say y'all too, it's not just from the South, but people who listens to country music.
Oh
People who
yes, yeah,
listens to
yeah.
country music, they tend to use y'all. Yeah,
That's right. Yes.
yeah.
Bless your heart is another Southern expression that can either be sincere, it can be a nice thing to say to someone, or it can be kind of like a soft insult, a subtle insult. Especially, okay, so you can say bless your heart when you want to just say, if you want to be sincere, oh, bless your heart. Like, what does that mean anyway when people say bless your heart? It means that's nice, I guess, or what?
Yeah, it just means like being sincere on something. Bless your heart.
Oh,
You
sort of
say
way,
something with
thank you.
sincerity. Yeah. Hmm.
Like if you give somebody
Yeah.
like if somebody is feeling sick and you give them, I don't know, some chicken soup. That's a very American thing. We give somebody
Yeah.
chicken soup when they're sick. So you give someone
Hmm.
some chicken soup and you're like, and they'll be like, oh, thank you, bless your heart. They might say it like
Yeah.
that. They might say bless your
Hmm.
heart. It's a Southern thing.
Hmm.
They might
Hmm.
say bless your heart, but that's a nice way of saying thank you.
Hmm. Yeah, or if you can say like, like good luck on your meeting or good luck on your interview, bless your heart, thank you, or thank you, bless your heart. Yeah.
Yeah. But it could also, interestingly, be an insult as well, depending on how you say it, especially if you add the word little to it. So, like Southerners might, if you say something like, I don't know, when would a Southerner say bless your heart or bless your little heart? They'll say it like
Yeah,
that, which is actually
right.
sarcastic, which means like, yeah, whatever. That's what it means.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
like whatever. Like
And it
that's sort of an
depends on the
insult.
tone.
Yes.
Depends on the tone and the intonation of how you say it. Yeah, you
Mm-hmm.
can be sarcastic and just say bless your heart. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
like in a very condescending way. Yeah.
Yes. Like if you're bragging
Mhm.
about something, you're showing off, well, somebody might say, well, bless your little heart. And that just sort of
Yes.
means, yeah, whatever. I'm not interested. I
Yeah.
don't care. You're a jerk.
Right.
That's what they mean.
Hmm. Hmm.
The word little adds to it. The word little
Yes.
definitely is makes it sound sarcastic.
Hmm. And I think this is where the part of the English learners fall into is that they don't understand the intonation can have a
Uh-huh.
huge part of it. They think the
Yes.
meaning of it, but when you start putting the intonation there, it can mean the opposite. And a lot of them don't
Yes.
understand that. Yeah.
True. Yep. All right. Here's our last word that we're going to give you. And the word is pop. So pop uh, in the Midwest, in the center of America, is a word that is used for soda, which is, like Coke, Coca-Cola. So we'll say,
Hmm.
you want some pop? You want some soda pop? Yeah, give me a pop. But we don't say that in the West Coast. Not at all. Not at all.
No.
Nobody from the West Coast says pop. We say soda.
Yes. Uh-huh. I mean, pop can sound no, it doesn't mean like pop your face. You how you want to
Your
pop.
face.
You
Yeah.
know, right? You want to pop
Yeah.
a pop in the face or something?
Yeah.
No,
Like a punch in the face. Pop. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, for us, it's kind of funny and weird because we're not used to that. And I went to the Midwest. I went to Indiana in
Yeah.
Indianapolis, and when I went to a restaurant, the waiter just came up to me and says, what do you want? What do you want a pop? What pop do you want? And
Yeah.
I'm like, I knew what it was already by that time, but I was
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, I'll have a Coke. Sometimes when I first heard it kind of way, it was when I was in Philadelphia, and I think it was yeah, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And the waiter says, "Do you want a pop?" And I was like, What pop?" And it says, "Yeah, you're not from here." And I was like, "No." He goes, "Oh, you're from the West?" And I was like, "Yeah." He says, "Oh, you mean soda?" It's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, soda pop." I'm like, "Oh," because I hardly don't hear that pop. You want a pop? What
Yeah,
do you mean a
never,
pop? Like a
never
pop?
in the West Coast. But also,
Yeah.
you know what? There's lots of different meanings for the word pop. I mean, like what you said earlier about you want to pop in the face, which means to punch
Yeah.
someone.
Right.
Yeah, I'm
Hmm.
gonna pop, pop as in the sound pop. Like
Hmm.
pop, like a
I'm gonna
gunshot
pop
sound
you.
popping. There's
Yeah.
lots of different ways. I mean, pop could also take on a sexual context as well. There's lots of ways
Hmm.
to use pop.
Yeah.
We
Hmm.
don't want to get demonetized, so we're not going to get into that. But
Yeah.
um, but there
Yeah.
you have it. Soda
Hmm.
pop, soda pop.
Hmm.
You can say pop or soda pop if you're from the
Hmm.
Midwest.
Yes.
Okay, well there you have it, guys. These are phrases that only, but not really only, because now you know them. But phrases that typically natives use, words and phrases, and now you can as well, so that you'll sound more native, you'll sound more natural, and people will be really impressed. So there you have it. Thank you for listening. If you're still here, please give this video a thumbs up. It'll really help the video, and also don't forget to subscribe. And with that, I'm going to say thank you to Leon, thank you so much for joining.
Thank you, Ben. Thanks for having me. Bye, everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed all this. So see you around till next time. Ciao, everyone.
See you in the next one. Bye bye.
Bye.